2nd and 11.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, ends up spilling it for a loss.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he stopped immediately there. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Tua going to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Niners are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
The Niners at 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Fields on 3rd down. That swung out wide to Sanders.
Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Back deep, it's Deshaun Jackson. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller, because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. That's what's happening to the defense right now, because the offense is on his toes and punching, and there was another first down run right there.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Tua, he's going to drop this underneath to Ingram.
And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling the back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. On 1st down, Fields. And the pass complete to Waller on the out route. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
Well, they've certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half,
nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Devon Hamilton.
The defensive tackle getting in there for a loss of 5.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their 1st sack of the contest.
After the sack on 1st down, Fields. The left side completion to Jones.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
Man open, here is Jones. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 45-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Down to the 42, 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd and 6.
Fields.
Toward the sideline, he will have the 1st down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. That one goes for 8 yards.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields.
Got him in, it's Brown.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
Now it's Fields.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! Julio Jones. His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the 49ers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert. Probably.
And this throw will be intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it.
And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
To throw is Fields.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete here to Waller.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2.
They give it off here to the tight end. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense.
Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And the Seahawks will take over possession here up at the 44.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not?
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus.
He's got a man complete. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Mike Evans. His second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
From the 27, Fields. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Off play action, Fields. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark. And the Seahawks will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Cameron Curl.
I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. They'll run with Sanders. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
They'll try to run with Sanders. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Miles Sanders, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
2nd and 10. Fields again. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Fields throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 25-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Up the middle they go with Sanders. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Fields now to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Here's Fields. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. So a big one coming now for Daniel Carlson. This to break our 4th quarter tie. The kick by Carlson is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Ready, break.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very rough. And that's caught inside the 35. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And, in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of. Trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. Tua to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Niners are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Fields. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he is going to have the 49ers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here's Fields.
Over the middle, complete. That's Sanders. He's got room at the 30. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 34. A give running left. It's Sanders.
56 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Fields. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
And a timeout is called. So now you're looking at probably just one final play from back in their own territory, and they're going to need a miracle. Tagovailoa. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the 49ers are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot. But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for San Francisco, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town.
Yeah.